What is up guys, it's Dana. Today I'm gonna do a story time about me seeing Mamamoo in a university event. I'm kinda sick so my voice might sound weird. So I was kinda worried that I'm not gonna see Mamamoo this visit in Seoul, because they do have schedule, but all of their schedule is like in the cities which are far away from Seoul. But somehow, lucky me, on my second day of my visit, I got to see them. They had a performance in a university which is like 1.5 hour driving from Seoul. I mean by public transportation. To be honest, they did have some event like this my last visit in Korea, and I just avoided going because I didn't know if I need to be a student of this university or I need to have a ticket or whatever. I just didn't want to have high expectations and go all the way there and just to be left outside, so I just avoided going to this kind of events last time. But this time my friend Nez was here and she was like, why won't we go and try to get there somehow? So I was like, okay, why not? So yeah, it was my second day here, 0 sleeping hours. I was not able to sleep on the flight and I had to wake up early the next day for my Korean language school, so definitely no sleep. But I still wanted to go and see if I was able to see them. So after school we had like a tour in Gangnam because the school is in Gangnam, so they took us like to visit places, and at some point I had to leave because I was afraid to be late for the festival. I took the bus and my friend Nez was already there and they let her in. So it made me feel like I'm not going for nothing, because if they let her in, they might let me in too. But I was on the bus, which was a mistake I later realized, because there was really heavy traffic. It was rush hours in the evening when everybody's going back from work. It was such a heavy traffic and I was like, why didn't I take the train? I was already late. It was supposed to start at 8 p.m. and I got there at like almost 8:30. But luckily, like in this kind of festivals, it always starts later. Like the festival itself already began, but Mamamoo didn't go on performing yet. So I got there and I went really fast. I found the university and I just asked random people, where's the festival? Where's the festival? I was running really fast and I heard screaming, so I ran faster. And I was like, oh no, if they scream, the show must have begun already. But no, they apparently were screaming for their dancing crew or something like that. So I got in the building, I got inside, there was a security guard. And I was like, okay, wearing my innocent face, I was like, 안녕하세요. And he asked me, are you a student? And well, I am technically a student, just not in this university. He didn't even give me a chance to answer, but he was like, go, like, go inside. I was like, okay. So I just went in. I found Nez and I stood next to her and I was just happy to realize that I got there on time. They still had their dancing crew performances, which was some kind of competition or something. Actually really talented dancing crews. So I got my mubong ready and my phone camera ready. I did want to film a full vlog, but I was in such a rush that I didn't even have the time to film in between. I just filmed the performance itself. So it took some time, but then finally Mamamoo came on stage. But apparently it was not that hard to get inside, because I just later realized that all of the fan sites were there. Like literally every single fan site were inside there, and they are definitely not students of this university. But it's just nice that there were a lot of mumus to cheer up for the girls and also a lot of fan sites to take photos of the girls. And the university students themselves also cheered really hard for Mamamoo, even though they were more excited about their own dancing crews, but still they were a really good audience. Unlike some music award performances where the audience is really quiet, in this one the audience went crazy and Mamamoo seemed to have a lot of fun on stage, even though there were some technical issues, but the way they handled it was funny. I mean, thanks to the technical issues, we got to see Hwasa singing a cappella and Moonmyeol beatboxing.
There you go. Let's get it, let's get it! 자, Sahmyook, drop the beat. 비트 주세요. 기본시키세요. 비트 드려요? 비트 주세요.
I know my footage seems a bit far, that's just because my camera sucks, but it looked in real life so much closer than it looks in camera. Nez and I were standing in the last row, just because we didn't want to take anyone's seats in case the seats are reserved, we weren't sure. But it was such a small hall that even though we stood in the last row, we could see them so clearly, like I could see their faces. Which in music festivals, for example, like the big festivals and award shows, you usually don't get to see every detail and they seem really, really tiny on the stage, but on this one I could see them clearly. Hoping they would add more schedule around Seoul in the time I'm here, so I can go to more stuff like that or stuff not like that. I just want to see them more and more and more.
마지막으로 또 준비를 했습니다. 저희가
Well, I actually got sick right after the show because I was screaming so hard. I knew most of the fan chants, I guess. I hope I didn't mess up this time, even though I think I did. And my throat was more sensitive after screaming, so I couldn't avoid it and I got sick. But it was worth it. I mean, I would get sick for Mamamoo. I was planning to film more videos, but because I caught a cold, I had to rest all day in bed. So after I get a little better, I will film more vlogs and reactions and whatever. And you know, I told you about the Mamamoo skit I want to do that is related to one of the Mamamoo members. Unfortunately, I forgot Mini Bong at home. Sorry, Mini Bong, I forgot to pack you. And Mini Bong has a main role in this video, like every skit. So unfortunately, I won't be able to film the skit while I'm in Korea. But I will film it when I go back home. In the meanwhile, I will film other type of videos. Thank you guys for watching. If you have more questions, suggestions, whatever, make sure to write it in the comments. I read every single comment. Click subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!